Bonjour. Oh, right as soon as it went dark. My name is Abomination, and welcome back to the RoDL Week 9 versus the Seattle Supersonics. They are new. Well, they're new. They took over a team. I don't even remember which team they took over. I'm sorry. They are an intimidating team. They have Jirachi. Very annoying. Could be very annoying. It's also very threatening, which means the same thing. Serene Grace allows it to have a 60% chance to flinch me with an Iron Head, and a 20% chance to burn me with Fire Punch, freeze me with Ice Punch, paralyze me with Thunder Punch. It gets a lot of other things. It gets a large move pool, actually. It does not get ground moves coverage, I don't think. It gets no ground moves, it gets no rock moves, and it gets water pulse as it's only water moves. So Entei it struggles with Entei a little bit other than its psychic moves, but it can't really run a great psychic move. It can run psychic, but you'll see that it's not a problem. They have Keldeo, the Sword of Justice, a Sword of Justice, a water and fighting type. Looking at its move pool, it does absolutely nothing to Jellicent. It can't hurt Jellicent. All its normal moves obviously do nothing, but it has normal coverage. Fighting moves do nothing, water moves do nothing. I'm immune to its dual stab, so I don't even think it's coming, and I don't even want to bother talking about it. If it does come, I actually really want to see it, because I want to lead with it, and you'll see why. Togekiss is coming, another Serene Grace user, with a 60% flinch and Air Slash. Thing is, it's only 80 base speed instead of 100 base speed, but it could run Choice Scarf. But if it runs Scarf, then it's susceptible to Stealth Rocks, even though I'm not bringing them. You might think I'm bringing them. I have a Miltank, very good Stealth Rock setter, but I hardly ever bring Stealth Rock Miltank. Other than that, Togekiss can run Aura Sphere to hit my normal types. I fully expect it. Could be a Nasty Plot set. I have ways around it. Weavile's next. An Ice and Dark type. Normally Jellicent just takes care of Ice types. They can't really do anything, but it is part Dark type, so it beats me on the Ghost side. Which is a problem, which is actually very bad. Choice Banded Weavile. Triple Axle. This does so much damage. It hurts like hell. It actually does half if he hits all three of them to Deontay, and Deontay is a beast with max investment. So my steel moves are Metal Claw and Iron Tail. Both of those, Metal Claw is low base power. It would only be brought for Deontay, and it would never be pushed anywhere else. And I have ways to deal with it. And it only does damage if it's banded, and if it's banded Metal Claw, I can easily switch. It won't do much. And then Iron Tail is risky because if he misses and he's banded, then I get to see that happen. I get to switch to something else and deal with it. So now we drop from 7 points to 4-point Pokemon, so top heavy team. That's okay, because these bottom things that are low points are actually still intimidating. Gourgeist can be very strong. Choice Banded Gourgeist, I'm talking about a lot of Choice Bands here, does a lot of damage with Power Whip. I don't have too much that can take it. I have Entei, but I like to save Entei for both his flinchers, because Entei has Inner Focus as an ability, so I can be immune to Intimidate and Flinch, but he has no Intimidators. But Gourgeist can be annoying. It can run Leech Seed. I'm not worried about it that much, because its special defense is low. It's a Ghost type. It's actually faster than Jellicent, but if I hit it with a Shadow Ball and I tank a move, then I do so much damage to it. Generally, it's going to be faster than Jellicent. Rhyperior is next. Rhyperior is a very good weakness policy user. Due to its solid rock ability, it can tank a super effective hit, get the weakness policy up, go for Rock Polish, and really be ready to start sweeping me. Do I really anticipate that to happen? I kind of do, so I have to be wary about it. There are a few things I have to be wary about it to be able to handle it, but it shouldn't be much of a problem. because I do have Kartana on my team after Rock Polish. Rep here is faster than Kartana, I'd have to be aware of that, but that's not going to be a problem. And you'll see why. Audino, or Audino, however you say it. It's a normal type, I like normal types, I do like Audino. It gets a lot of coverage, it gets Surf, it gets Flamethrower, it gets Ice Beam, it gets the better moves of those, like Thunder and Blizzard. It gets Fire Blast. It gets hard-hitting moves like it can run Hyper Voice. It's a Regenerator. It has Regenerator. It also has Simple. No, it doesn't have Simple. Like, what does it have Simple? No, it doesn't have Simple. If it had Simple, that would be crazy. It has Simple Beam. Generally, Regenerator is what it does. Let me just take a look. Healer, Regenerator, and Klutz. Just 100% Regenerator. There's no way it's going to bring anything else. Normally, it's just going to be a Wish Passer. Use Wish, Wish Protect, Hyper Voice, and one of those moves I spoke about to hit one of my guys, probably Flamethrower for Kartana. Because he might have like the Fighting Berry, which is a Chople Berry, for Kartana and fire off a Flamethrower. That'll really hurt me, so I have to be aware of that. Garbodor. As next, it can run Toxic Spikes, it can run Spikes, it can poison me, Toxic can't miss. Because it's a poison type, even if I use Fly or Surf, not Surf Dive, or Dig, Toxic hits me. Not that I'm going to have any of those moves. But other than that, it can run Stockpile, be a big threat, and just be extremely bulky. I'm not that worried about it because I have things that can deal with it. It can run Drain Punch to hit Kartana, so actually it could deal some damage to me, but if I burn it, it can't do anything to me. It won't do any damage. And I have a few ways to burn him. So he's not going to be able to set up too much on me. Also, he's very slow. He's only got a base 75 speed. So most of my guys is going to be outspeeding him, and I'll be able to fix his damage. Because he won't be able to increase his damage output, only his defense. So he won't be able to do something to me. And last but not least is Rotom. Fan form. Rotom Fan is actually very good, kind of against me, kind of. But it can burn some of my guys, like Kartana. It actually tanks everything Kartana can do, that's why I was worried about it. Resist grass moves, resist steel moves, resist fighting moves, and it does not resist dark moves, but it should be able to take them fine. And it can hit me very hard with Air Slash. Might even just take Kartana out, just because Kartana is so frail. Thankfully, though, going back, Keldio's speed is 108, and Kartana is 109. So I'm actually just going to barely outspeed Keldeo, which is actually pretty funny. But other than that, that is his fastest thing on his team. No, it's not. Weavile. Weavile is the fastest thing on his team, with base 125, which is... Wait, where'd it go? Yeah, 125, which is extremely fast. So I gotta be able to deal with Weavile. Thankfully, it's a frail, fast Pokemon, and it's pretty high base attack too, with 120, so it's a bit of a threat. But I should be able to deal with it. So that's his team. My team is interesting. So here is my team. Can I go through them real quick? Not real quick, at my own pace. Deontay's first. I actually have a weakness policy Deontay this week. Could be good. I wanted to try weakness policy Deontay. Never happened before. Now it's going to happen. This is my lead. She's weak to a lot of stuff on his team. If he leads anything other than Jirachi, then I'm staying in and I'm pushing one of my moves. I'll get to that in a second. I have max HP, max defense, minus speed with 0 IVs and speed. Clear body, obviously. Gigantic defense and good HP. Should be able to live any physical move outside of a choice band. Choice banded Iron Tail from Weavile knocks me out. Choice Specs Hydro Pump from Keldeo knocks me out. Banded and Specs damage knocks me out. Anything that's not that, I live. Life Orb should be close call to knock me out with those moves, but I should live them. Maybe not a Hydro Pump from Keldeo with a Life Orb. but I should be able to live in. Also, Keldeo is not going to stay in on a Deontay and try to Hydro Pump it. I can guarantee that it will flip turn, or it'll just switch out. And if it flip turns, that is a huge mistake for him, because I'm going to tank that, and Weakness Policy will activate. Diamond Storm, Earth Power, Draining Kiss, and Trick Room. I push Trick Room first turn. If my Weakness Policy goes off, I am extremely powerful. There are things on this team that are slower than me. And when I say things, I mean Rhyperior. But if it's not 0 IVs and 0 investment in speed, then I am slower than it. So I'll be faster in the Trick Room. With the +2, Draining Kiss does a lot of damage to his guys. 50% to a lot of stuff that's just kind of neutral to it, because a lot of his team is a little bit of his team is especially frail, like Gourgeist and Rhyperior. I can get a Diamond Storm boost, defense boost while I have a Weakness Policy up, and then I'll be a +2 attack, defense, and special attack, which is under Trick Room, which is extremely scary for him, especially if I can heal with Draining Kiss at +2 special attack. So if I get a Weakness Policy and it's successful, it is a bit risky, but if it works, it is going to be extremely devastating. Relaxed nature, so it's a neutral. It's not a neutral nature. What am I saying? Minus speed, increased defense. I've already said that, I think. But a devastating Pokemon, it can be very devastating. It's very risky, but I am willing to risk it at the beginning. I'm willing to risk being knocked out. Critical hits are also able to take me out. Also, there's a chance he overpredicts and thinks I'm going to switch, or he thinks I'm going to Stealth Rock. Which is why I kind of wanted to lead with this, because if I lead Deontay, he's going to want to try to... he's going to assume I'm going to Stealth Rock if he sees lead Deontay. Zarks, the Savali, this is not my own. This is an Electric Memory variant this time. With Electric Memory, I do so much damage to his team. Nothing is immune to it, except for Rhyperior. But that's not going to be a problem for me. Neutral nature, I have max HP, just enough speed to outspeed a Togekiss without a Scarf, just because I do not want to be flinched to death. I'll have to force him to run Scarf if he wants to be faster than me. And the same special attack, special defense, and attack are all the same. And a little bit of investment into defense. It's 20 EVs, I think. Electric Memory... yeah, multi-attack, Surf, Flamethrower, and Defog. Defog, he's got some hazards on his team. He's got Toxic Spikes, he's got Spikes, and he's got Stealth Rocks on 2 of his guys. Toxic Spikes and Spikes are both from Garbodor, and Stealth Rocks are from 2 of his other guys that I will just bring up on the screen here. Whichever way it is. Multi-attack hits everything except for Rhyperior, I said. Except Rhyperior does not want to take a Surf. If it's Weakness Policy, it does want to take a Surf. However, I'm not too afraid of that. Flamethrower is for Gourgeist, but Gourgeist is heavily walled by Miltank with Sap Sipper. So I don't need Flamethrower. I wanted Parting Shot. I'm actually going to switch this with Parting Shot, because I was thinking against Rhyperior, which I do think is going to come, because I have 2 normal types. Excuse me, and it's a really good tank for normal types, especially knowing that normal types can bring a lot of coverage for it, and it wants that coverage. It wants to take that super effective hit so it can get off the Weakness Policy. I know it's going to be Weakness Policy. Why would it be anything else? It could be Choice Band, or it could just be the Stealth Rock setter. But I anticipate Weakness Policy because it's so dangerous against me. I'm not very good against ground types. It's so dangerous against me, and I have to be able to deal with it. It's even more dangerous than I have an electric type, but I want to bait it in so I can Parting Shot it and switch to something else. So, because it can't do much damage at -1 attack. So, Flamethrower, scratch this and replace it with Parting Shot. I will replace it before the battle. I'll probably replace it at the end of this video. Yeah, so Flamethrower is for Gourgeist, but I don't anticipate Gourgeist coming. If it does, good on him, and I might regret it, but I don't think so. But Zarks is Hardy Nature, and it's going to go in and do some good damage. It should do some good damage. Should be a nice pivot around with Parting Shot as well. Gash to Kartana. I'm bringing Choice Scarf this time. Just because I think he's going to bring a Choice Scarfer to outspeed my non-Choice Scarfer Gash. However, I'm going to bring Choice Scarf to counter his Choice Scarf. If that makes sense. Right? It's a bit risky because if he doesn't bring a Scarf, it's actually useless. However, with a Scarf, I do outspeed Rhyperior, even if he sets up a Rock Polish, I'm pretty sure. Unless he's like fully invested into speed, maybe. I didn't actually count this, but I didn't think I needed to, because I'm pretty sure I just outspeed Rhyperior with a Scarf if it has one Rock Polish off, and then I can just Leaf Blade it and knock it out. Max attack, almost max speed with a tiny little bit of HP. For some reason, I don't have a nature on there. This is supposed to be neutral nature. You have the right nature. So I don't have to fix this nature. Clearly, there's no reason to be neutral nature on this. Leaf Blade, Smart Strike, knock off Sacred Fire. If I had bred this myself, there's no way I would have got it. Screwed this up. Obviously, I wouldn't breed it, but I would train it myself. So I have to waste candy on it, or mint, sorry. But that's not a problem. Whatever. Just pretend it's minus special attack, increased speed, which is jolly. Leaf Blade, Smart Strike, knockoff, Sacred Sword. Knockoff is free as always. Knockoff is always free, usually, unless nothing. It's always free. No, unless you're gonna hit a justified user, which he does actually have. Keldeo is justified, but it's not a physical attacker, so I'm not worried about it. And getting rid of his item is definitely worth it being a +1 attack. Sacred Sword hits the Audino, unless it's Choppleberry, like I kind of expect in Fear. Leaf Blade and Smart Strike, obviously those two moves are just good on it. There's not much to talk about with Kartana, I just have a Scarf to outspeed his Choice Scarfers. Assault Vestente again, second week in a row. I want to be able to take the Air Slashes from Togekiss, and I want to be able to take Psychics from Jirachi. I can also just naturally take Iron Heads pretty much all day long. Inner Focus, no flinching. No flinching from Togekiss. No flinching from Jirachi. This is going to be very strong against it. I have another neutral nature here. I do think this is on purpose. A lot of HP, a lot of attack, and a lot of speed. Sacred Fire, Flame Charge, Iron Head, and Extreme Speed. No, it's not on purpose. For some reason I just completely failed to do natures. It is serious. I don't know why I failed, so that's another mint I'm going to have to use. It's not a problem. I have enough battle points for sure. So just pretend it's minus special attack, increase attack, because I have enough speed, especially with Flame Charge, to outspeed his team. Also Extreme Speed. Extreme Speed is pretty good. I can finish off a Togekiss if it's almost dead, or I can Flame Charge it if it's almost dead, if I know I'm faster than it. Sacred Fire roasts Jirachi. Also, burning a lot of his team is very good. I just saw his team. Yeah, I just read you his team not that long ago, and none of his guys really want to be burned. Residual damage, no one really wants to take. And losing the attack, no one really wants to take. Keldeo is really the only one who wants to take this. Rhyperior certainly doesn't. Audino can take a Sacred Fire, I guess, and kind of just eat the burn. He could also run Heal Bell, Audino, but if it does that, I can switch out if I don't do enough damage, but I might do enough damage. It's an Audino. It has to be fully invested, or a lot of defense, in order to take the hits, but it definitely can take the hits. So Audino is great. Stealth Scent, Colbur Berry. Weaken a Dark type move. This is for Weavile. I can bring it in against Weavile, and it can hit me with a knockoff or a Night Slash, and I can actually live easily. I have max HP, 128 defense, 128 special attack. Right? Max, minus attack, increased defense. Water Absorb, obviously. Maybe I'll bring Curse Body one of these weeks. I doubt there's no way I'm bringing Damp, but maybe I'll bring Curse Body one of these weeks. I almost brought it the week I faced a Dracovish, because I knew it was going to be choiced. But I didn't, just because I needed to be able to be immune to Fish's Friend. Colbur Berry, I can live any Dark type move from Weavile, I said. I have Muddy Water, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and Recover. If I bring it in against Weavile, I can just push Will-O-Wisp. If he switches, fine. That's fine by me. Like I said, the only thing that wants to be burned is Keldeo. And if Keldeo is burned, or if Keldeo comes in, eats the burn, what is it going to do against me? Nothing. I can Shadow Ball it. If it starts using Calm Mind, I can start using Muddy Water, lower its accuracy, which is going to be annoying for him. He's not going to want to do that. And he can't take me out. At +6, he still has nothing to hit me. Like he can't hit me. He'll have some move, but it will be so weak. It will be like an ice move, and it won't be able to bring me down. Not easily. He has to be at +6. And if he's at +6, I guess it's going to be a danger, but if I lower his accuracy, he can miss, right? And I can outstall him, I think, with him taking burn damage, because he can't heal. So yeah, I can beat Keldeo. He can't heal, so I can just Shadow Ball it to death. He won't be able to get to +6 special attack and knock me out in time, pretty sure. With the burn damage plus Shadow Ball damage. I'm not modest. I'm minus attack, increased defense, which is bold. So that's Cracks. And then Mil. If it's named Mil, for me, then you know what move it has. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Because if you're my opponent for a week and you see a Mil, you're not going to know what move I have unless I'm playing trick on you. Could be lying right now. And I could mind games you. Leftovers. Minus special attack, increased special defense. I have thick fat to be able to take ice type moves from Weavile. I can take fighting type moves as well. It doesn't get very good fighting moves. It gets Brick Break. Not very good fighting moves, not enough to do damage to me. Max HP, and about split in defense and special defense. Actually, no, that's not true. I have a 140 defense, 116 EVs in special defense. As you can see, very good bulk there, almost 400 HP. Reaching up, almost 300 defense. Very good bulk, almost 200 attack. Very good speed as well, 236 speed. I like this Pokemon. You didn't see anything. This set is going to be really weird. I'm going to have to explain it. You already saw it though. Focus Punch, Icy Wind, Attract, and Milk Drink. I might not have to explain it if you have experience. Focus Punch is a 150 base power fighting move. At the beginning of the round, she's going to tighten her focus. At the end of the round, if I did not get hit that round, she fires off this attack. It hurts like hell. It hurts like hell normally when I have attack investment and it's stab. Right now, it's just going to hurt a little bit. But I need investment in my bulk instead of this. So I brought this for the base power, and it also hits a lot of his team. This is my Autono counter to be able to bring it down. I kind of expected male Autono. So if it's attracted, it won't be able to Wish Protect that easily, because if it fails either of those two turns, then it's thrown off balance. And if it's infatuated, Focus Blast goes off and it hits Autono extremely hard. Icy Wind is for everything on his team. Nothing wants to be slowed down, Autono does. Rhyperior doesn't. Rhyperior can take this super effective Icy Wind, and then it's a problem. However, Mil beats Rhyperior. No, unless it's weakest policy, which I expected. Mil has a chance to beat Rhyperior, I should say. If it's male, again, I kind of expect male Rhyperior, and I infatuate it. Even if it gets the weakest policy boost, there's a chance it just won't be able to do anything. But generally, when I bring her in, I use Icy Wind to slow down whatever wants to come in. Maybe I use Focus Punch on the switch, if I really am feeling it. And then Milk Drink is to heal. This is not going to be getting kills, it's going to be slowing things down and switching out to make sure that I don't get swept by things. Rhyperior needs to be able to speed up sweep, and I won't let that happen with Icy Wind. Togekiss needs to be able to speed up to flinch or sweep with a Nasty Pot, and I won't let that happen with Icy Wind. Togekiss is another Pokemon that could be male. It's actually I think it's 50-50, but generally I see male Togekiss. I don't know why, but I see a lot of male Togekiss. It might not be 50-50 if that's the case. But I can attract it, not that I will be able to do much to it. I'm likely just going to Icy Wind the Togekiss, switch out into Zarks. The Zarks can take anything from it and fire off a huge multi-attack. Electric against Togekiss, which will definitely take it out. So Moo is very unique this time. And Attract is the move I was talking about. Her name is Mil. But don't think that's permanent. And that is my team. That is going to be everyone on my team. These are their stats with the mints. Adamant. As you can see, the attack goes up. And obviously speed goes up here. Special attack goes down for both of them, but whatever. There! I fixed Entei. Entei's adamant. Kartana's jolly. Zarks' parting shot. Fixed my team. It is now completely ready for the battle. But that's gonna be it. So I'll see you for the battle of week 9. I'm currently 5-3 plus 12, which is good. Winning would be nice, obviously. I want to win every time. Why would I not? So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna see you for the battle real quick. Smell you later.